Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today, I'm on my own. Dawn is up in St. George with her dad. She said she's gonna send me some footage from thrift stores or whatever she gets done work-wise up there today. But you're gonna be with me most of the day. I'm gonna go hit up some thrift stores per usual, and I might even go to the card shop. Who am I kidding? I'm going to the card shop. First I'm gonna eat, and then I'll have energy and I won't be distracted. That's key when you go thrifting or do anything like this. Eat first. Except now I'm on a fast, but it's late enough that I can eat first. So I'm gonna eat first, and then I'm gonna go find some stuff. So I made it to the card shop. I'm gonna go in real quick, see if I can find some singles. I might get a box of something to open. Now, do I wish this was Burbank and I could go through endless dollar boxes and go through the graded stuff? Yes, I do. But maybe they put out some new stuff. Fingers crossed. When I first got here, this card shop was putting out new stuff almost every single day in the $1, the $4, the $8 boxes, and everything's half off. I think they're probably trying to discontinue the low-end stuff. Maybe at some point I'll make an offer on all of it, but it's something to pass the time. It's my zen time. It's my chance to relax. It's probably one of my favorite things to do when you find a good box. Next week, I'm going to the card show in Utah, the West Valley one. And then in like 3 weeks, the Las Vegas card show is here. So there's gonna be a few card shows. I'll do those more in depth. This one, I'll just show you a glance. And if I get anything cool, I'll tell you about it. So I got a few cards, and I also got this box just because it was so cheap. Bundesliga Soccer Topps Chrome, 25 bucks. I think this used to be about 60, 70. This stuff isn't great. I already know that. It's not the top stuff to look out for. There's no big chase cards, but at that price, just for the chance to open some Topps Chrome of any kind, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a fun open. I'll probably get my $25 worth, maybe a little more. I'm sure most of you already know, but cards is one of my favorite things to sell on eBay, and I'll sell cards from $1 on up. I get them so cheap. I can get them in bulk. I buy collections. I buy big lots at card shows. I look for deals like that. It's a lot of fun, honestly, and I post a lot more when I get into it. Just the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, I posted 47 items. Now, I think 35 were cards. The rest were regular reseller items. And it's been paying off. I'll show you some recent sales that are multiple quantity. I sold to a follower, I sold, gosh, maybe 12, 13 different cards ranging from like $1 to $4. It all adds up. And if you can get processes, you can list those really quickly. I've been trying to use my templates more on my computer, and that's how I've been listing sports cards a lot quicker. And if you find you have a stack of the same player, like I had a bunch of King Griffey Juniors, maybe about 8, 9, or 10 of them, I could post them all real quick. I think I did about 10 or 11 the other day in under 30 minutes or around 30 minutes. So if you get stuff that's and that you can do over and over again, you can copy and paste the name and just add the type of card. You can post that stuff super quick. To the main part of this video, we're gonna go to a couple thrift stores, head back, and maybe talk a little bit about our sales as well. So I am at the Lake Mead Savers. I kind of like the idea of coming to Savers the day before half off day. Now, we've been going to half off days here in Vegas for a while, and it's crazy, and there's so many people here, and people grab all the good stuff pretty quickly. We've done well sometimes we've done horribly. I like the idea of going the day before and seeing if there is anything, because if it's really good, I'll pay full price if it's really good. So I'm gonna see if this philosophy could work here at this Savers. We're gonna go in and check it out. We're gonna start the day out in the collectibles area. This is where we might find some Halloween or Christmas stuff, or randomly a wiffle bat, but these actually can do really well if they're the right brand. Typically they're cheap and they're everywhere. That one wasn't that great, but a lot of times they can be worth money. Don't know how this got out there, has no front wheels, in terrible condition. Just throw it away. This is a cool little rooster, honestly. I thought about possibly getting this, but it's $10.99. If it was a couple bucks, I'd take a chance. I don't really know about this stuff, but it was cute. Probably worth a few bucks. Probably worth more than $10.99. I thought that was maybe like some sort of plate for something, but nah, it's just random gaming stuff. We used to sell so much of this when we had our shop in Utah, these old fake clocks. Here's an inflatable. We've been trying to get as much Halloween stuff as possible, but at $20 for a generic one like this, it seems more modern. I didn't even bother looking it up, so we're gonna pass. Maybe there's some gold in here or some silver or nothing. There's a possibility that there's nothing in there. I love finding new in the box toys. Now this, when I first saw it, looked fairly modern, kind of like something you'd find at Ross, but I looked it up anyway. Not worth much more than what they were asking, but vintage Warcraft stuff, especially like the smaller Dungeons and Dragon figures, they could be good. This bag had that one individual Bob ornament, which would be worth more than the whole bag, and then a couple other toys I can sell separately. So I'm gonna get this bag for sure. It's hard for me to pass up new in the package toys right now with the Christmas season coming out. This is a Disney toy box figure. These are typically only sold at the Disney store, possibly at the Disney resorts as well. $3.99, that should go for like 10 or 11 shipped, so I'll make a few dollars on it. I just can't pass it up. Easy sale. The problem with plushes at Savers is they're just typically too expensive to make any real money on. This is $7.99. It has stains, but it does have the tag. Also, the Goofy's expensive. If they were $1 or $2 at a yard sale or a different thrift store, it would definitely be worth picking up. Or, you know, it would be good filler for the store and I'd make a few dollars on it. I see a ton of Disney stuff. I'm not sure if it's like that everywhere. It could be because I'm on the West Coast and fairly near Disneyland, but I find a lot of it. If there was a couple, you know, different characters from Disney in there, I definitely would pick that up. But just one small plush wasn't worth the money. You're gonna notice when you go through toy bags, they're gonna be filled with different like McDonald's toys. Those little bobblehead guys are from McDonald's. They put them out like every year, different versions. If you get them right when they come out, they can be hot and you can make a few dollars. But for the most part, unless you sell them the first couple weeks of release, they're not worth the money. Be careful when you're looking through these jerseys. You might think at a glance that's a Cincinnati Reds jersey, but it's just a Little League version of that. Not gonna have any real value unless you just like the team and want to wear it around. This is a stadium giveaway. I just don't like the style of it. If it was a jersey, I'd get it, but it's just kind of like a cheap shirt. Maybe at $1 at a garage sale, I'd pick it up. Las Vegas Golden Knights, but I decided to pass. This is one of my favorite sections at the Savers, the activewear section. You can sometimes find jerseys here that are worth some money. They're typically a little overpriced, but like on a half off day, or if it's a vintage jersey and they don't realize the worth, you can make some money on it. This is the biggest hat section of any thrift store that's, you know, selling used hats around us. I typically find 1 or 2 hats when I come here. They are a little pricey, but I'm willing to pay up if it's a hat I like and I can make a few bucks on. This next hat is a Marvel Eternals hat. It's probably a studio giveaway, I'm thinking. Maybe something they gave away at the movie theaters. Pretty neat. I don't usually see this outside of like the LA area. It's $4.99, a little pricey, not worth a ton. I'm still getting it. I'll make a few dollars on it. Just something cool. I like selling stuff that I enjoy. Let's see what else we can find on this row. I almost got this hat the other day. It was just like $6.50. Pretty pricey. It's a new era fitted. I also don't like fitted hats that much. Cincinnati Reds hat. These are a bunch of blank hats. Would be great maybe for me to get my logo on, or Sunny. I know you do a lot of custom stuff. Come check out this place. There's a lot of blank hats that you can use for making your hats and everything. See if we can find anything else here. I'm looking for sports stuff, pop culture stuff, vintage especially. I would love to find some vintage. This caught my eye. I had no idea what it was. I thought it might have been from that Body Worlds exhibit they had going around, but it's from Attack of the Titans. The price though, $25. I didn't even bother looking it up. It could have been worth a little more than that, but just not worth my time. I look for this brand all the time, typically better teams than the Texans, $3.99, hopefully for cheaper too. But this is Tervis. They have older stuff from like the 60s and 70s. Also, the tumblers like these can be worth money, especially if you get them cheap. Another item that caught my eye, a Las Vegas Aviators cup. This is one you get just at the stadium. Sometimes, if they're really nice, they can be worth money. That one was a cheap one, so it's a definite pass. A fresh cart has come out. Always look out for these fresh carts. It's stuff that people haven't really picked over yet. Another one of these clocks. I've sold many of those throughout my days. Nothing really great on the cart for me. I've sold my fair share of vintage Rolodexes like this in my day, typically in like the $20 to $25, maybe $30 range. This one's $4.99. Weirdly, I looked this one up. The low is like around $12, so not worth the time to ship something so clunky. So the margins definitely weren't too great on those toys, on the toy, the Bo Peep. But I'll make a few bucks, and also the ornament, I'll make a few bucks, and there's a couple other things in the bag I can sell. I'm not gonna pass up that stuff with fourth quarter coming up, guys. Have you heard about that? Here's the thing about fourth quarter, from doing this for about 11 years, so 10 or 11 or 12 fourth quarters, whatever that is. You know, nothing really picks up until I feel like after after November, and you got to have the, you know, like after Thanksgiving, and you got to have the right stuff. You got to have toys, you got to have video games, used clothing, stuff like that is probably going to slow down. Sports cards, the cool thing about sports cards, for example, is all year round. All year round, if they're priced right, if the player's playing well and you have it a little bit underpriced, it'll sell right away. And I feel like really that's what we should all be striving for as resellers, is looking for seasonless items. Items that it doesn't matter what time of year it is, it can sell. People are always going to need, you know, if you find a brand new toaster or a high-end mixer or something, people are always going to need that because their stuff's going to break and they're going to need it when they need it. So I think that's something we have to strive for. But fourth quarter is coming, guys. Get your number 7 boxes right now. If you haven't gotten them, it's too late. I'm not sure how to do this smoothly, but let's segue to see what Dawn is doing in St. George right now. Then we'll come back over here to the Thunderdome.
So I am at my dad's, and Carrie is up in Las Vegas still, and I am going to do some posting or listing or whatever you want to call it. So let me see what I can find in this car. We still have a bunch of stuff in it. We never got out from our trip, so this will be interesting. Okay, one thing I want to go through is I got this whole box yesterday at a yard sale with Carrie. Everything in it was $21. Now, some of it I put in there myself, and it's a bunch of owl stuff. So I never actually seen every single owl figure. Now, this has some damage, but I absolutely love these. I'm going to probably put those in my kitchen just because I love that stuff. But here's one of this one. And this is wood carved. This one, I don't know what that is. And this owl vase. And this owl. This one is vintage. Are those chips? Actually, they're not chips. They're like white paint or something. So, I don't know. I'll have to clean that one off. But it is cool. And this mug is so cool. Look at this face mug. That's neat. And this one. That's cool. And this one. Now, these are all the ones I didn't actually see, but I put everything else I wanted in the box with this, like the pictures and the other vases. $21 for everything that you've seen, plus everything in here. This is a glass one. Viking glass, handmade. Oh, that's freaking cool. This one feels like stone. This one's heavy. The people said that her father was a owl collector. So they actually have tons more of this stuff. I don't know if they'll be having another yard sale. This one's made out of stone too. And this one's ceramic, but it's cute. Look how cute. This one is, what is this? Wood. This one's wood. This one's cool. You can tell that's vintage. And this little guy. This was in there. I don't know. It's stone. It's black stone. This one right here. And this one feels like wood. Yeah, this one's cool too. I'm going to look at these all up individually, see what I can sell on eBay. Now, I am going to keep some. I'm not going to lie about that. I am going to probably keep some, but we'll just have to see what I can sell individually. And if not, then I will lot them up. This one's made out of stone. And this one's cool. This one. This one's made out of stone. These two little guys. What is it? Oh, look at this. How cute. They're so cute. Little squirrels. This one's made out of shells. It's missing some shells. But I'll have to look that up. I just went through my box of owls I got yesterday. All of that for $21. So I know I did good. Most of that stuff's gonna be 10 to 20 bucks a piece. So, and some I'm gonna keep, so it's even better. Now I'm going to go through some of the other stuff. These are some of the other color finds that you either seen us get or you didn't even know we had. So let's look at them. This right here I picked up the same time I picked up that owl. But look at this vase. This is freaking cool. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna list this probably for, I don't know, I'm gonna go $49.99, see what happens. A tiki mug. Tiki is popular. I got this while I was at the 127 sale with NC Picker, Commonwealth Picker, Uncle Steve, if you know who he is. And then these I just picked up the other day. You guys seen it in the video. I'm gonna go ahead and list these. This we picked up on the trip. This I think we picked up in Wyoming. I'm gonna go ahead and list this since it's, I'm trying to get all my Christmas and my Halloween stuff up as soon as I can. Then this you see me get the other day, like 2 days ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and list this one. Now these are cool. I picked up a bunch of, like 3 big bags full of little golden books, vintage Walt Disney comics, and a whole bunch of ephemera. We're actually gonna have an ephemera auction, I think on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. But these two right here are my favorite. They came out of that tote. You guys have got to see how cool these are. These are vintage. These are old. These are from 1950. I think it's 53 and 54. But look at these. These are pop-up books, and they still work. This is some cool stuff. Now, I looked these up. And I'm going to ask for both of them. Look how freaking cool, you guys. Now, they're not in the best condition. But I'll tell you what. I'm going, I think for both of them, I'm going to ask $100 for the pair. I cannot believe all this stuff still works. That is nuts. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is freaking cool. So, not the best condition, but the fact that these aren't all ripped up and tore up and some kids gone through them and used them. Let's see if we can find that date again. Yeah, right there, 1954, and I believe the other one's 1953. So I'm going to post these on eBay tonight for about $99 plus shipping for both as a pair. So I will have fun. Carrie should be at a yard sale, well, not a yard sale, it's Sunday, thrift store, I hope, and eat lunch. Hope he's out of bed. It's 3 p.m. I believe. No, it's actually 5 p.m. So it's 4 p.m. there. He should be out of bed by now, guys. I hope so.
I am back in the eBay Thunderdome, and I don't know if any of you saw this short I did, or if you saw it on TikTok or Instagram or Pinterest. If you saw it on Pinterest, I'd love to know that, because I don't think that many people watch Pinterest. But I picked up this cool, rare Figment plush at the Goodwill like about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. We didn't list it. Dawn listed it, I think, yesterday or the day before, and it sold super fast for $100. Let me show you this TikTok I did real quick. This is an exciting thrift store find. This is a Figment plush, but not just any Figment plush. This is a rare astronaut version for $1.99 from Walt Disney World. Right now, there's one listed with bids for over $50. I think I can get at least that, maybe more. That Figment plush sold in just a couple days. We hadn't listed it for like a week or two. It sat in our death pile, but once it was listed, Dawn listed it. Shout out to Dawn. It sold pretty quick for $100 plus shipment. Plus shipping? Plus shipment. You guys get it. But look out for Figment stuff is what I'm trying to say. Figment stuff is super popular. That one I thought might be a $10, $15, maybe $20 plush, but at $2 I was probably going to get it. I would have got that one no matter what, because it would have went in the auction if it was only worth a few bucks, because it's cool. But it was rare. And that was awesome. So I just got done setting up a couple Whatnot auctions for this upcoming week. On Tuesday night, we're going to do a vintage ephemera and also media, so like DVDs and video games, whatever we have around here. But the ephemera is coming from a pick we did while we were picking across America. We went to a yard sale. It might have been Charlotte or it could have been Crossville, I don't remember. We got a ton of vintage golden books, some vintage comic books, and also we got several other cool ephemera paper items while we were on the trip. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna mix in some records, I'm gonna mix in some Blu-rays and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I keep forgetting I'm not in Mountain Standard Time anymore. And then Wednesday night, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be doing another card single auction where I just keep throwing out cards while people are bidding, and we'll be selling a lot of cards. It was a lot of fun last week. We're going to do it. So I just wanted to let everybody know, if you guys go to Whatnot, I think there's a link here below. If you're new to Whatnot, you get like a $10, what do you call it? Basically free $10, and I also get it. So it works out good. If you're already on there, just go in and save. That'd be awesome. We'd love to have you.